An escaped inmate who's been on the run for almost 2 weeks has been caught. Spencer Johnson is back behind bars tonight after walking away from work detail at the London Correctional Institution. Police in a small city in Highland County took him into custody today after tracking him down in a wildlife area. Good evening. Thanks for staying up with us at 11. I'm Karina Nova. Johnson was arrested just south of Greenfield, and 10 TV's Danielle Elias is just back from there with how police found him. Danielle.
Karina, Greenfield police say calls have been coming in since Spencer Johnson disappeared. They say they followed every tip and every lead, but have come up empty-handed. That is, until today. In an area so far off the beaten path, where nature's wonders abound, the sight of people is few and far between.
We walked just so our vehicle sound wouldn't give away our position or let him know anybody was coming.
But on this day, when Greenfield police officer Brian McNeil picked up the phone, the voice on the other end guided him here.
You know, it's hot and it's hard to see, and the brush and the bugs, and just trying to be quiet.
He says the caller spotted someone in the woods and feared it might have been escaped convict Spencer Johnson.
He said it kind of scared him. He kind of stumbled upon this guy sitting in the creek.
So police started their search.
It was, nerve-wracking a little bit to be walking through the woods looking for an escaped prisoner.
Not sure of what to expect, they carried on. Officer McNeil says another officer spotted Johnson and arrested him without trouble. But it turns out that was hundreds of yards away from his hideout. Deep within this brush is Johnson's campsite. Police say had it not been for an alert camper, they may never have found it.
Just made out of tarps, sticks.
Officer McNeil says Johnson was hungry when he was arrested, but seemed to have lived well off the land.
I think this is where he was building these fires over here.
He says before this find, it had been an everyday effort to find the escaped inmate. He says Johnson is from the area, and because of that, people believed he'd be back.
It's definitely a moment of relief, because a lot of people have been putting in extra time, tracking down leads, and it's just good to know he's back in prison where he belongs.
And I asked Officer McNeil if Johnson gave a reason for why he tried to escape. He told me Johnson said he wanted to check on his kids. No word yet whether he did. Johnson is now back in prison about 45 miles north of where he was found. Reporting live, Danielle Elias, 10 TV News.